Hey guys, happy 4th. Happy 4th to everyone out there. Let me share this really fast. It is raining. It is raining where I am. So we were going to go out and it doesn't look like just kind of loaf around town or whatever and take the boys to some things. But we're not going to be able to right now because it's raining. So I hope the rain goes away. Give me just a second. Hey guys, hey Jen, hey Amy. My nose always itches every time I go live. Hey Christina. I always do that. Let me get this shared really quick. I always forget to share this into my VIP group. So I remember to because I have Brandon's phone. I snatched it. So happy 4th. Hey Angie. Hey Amy. So what's everybody doing today? Hey Joy. We are going to go to dinner tonight, and then we will probably watch the fireworks from the parking lot where we have dinner because it's a really good spot, and there's not nearly as many people there. Hey, Caroline. Hey, Michelle. So, hey, Tracy. Hey, Debbie. So, is it raining? I know, obviously, a lot of you guys do not live local to me. How's the weather where you are? Hey, Alicia, happy 4th to you. Fireworks in New York City, Amy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't even know what to do with myself. That's on my bucket list. That's one of the #1 places I want to go is New York City. And to see the fireworks there, that would be amazing. Hey, Michelle. You had a pool day planned, but due to last night, Drew has the older at the pool. And I don't know what happened last night, Christina. I have to see what happened with you last night. I didn't get to, you probably posted. I need to check out I'll have to go stalk your Facebook page and see what's happening. You just got back from camping, Jen? Oh, fun, fun, fun. I'm having major withdrawals camping. Major camping withdrawals. We don't get to go for 2 more weeks. So I'm just dying to go. You're having good weather, Kathleen, in Atlanta. That's good. Happy 4th to you. Oh, Christina, I did not know that. Did not know that. Oh my goodness, is she okay? Oh, bless her heart. I did not know that. Hey Dawn, happy 4th. Ribs, oh yum. You're going to be at the pool and you're going to eat ribs? Oh, I'm so jealous. It's just yucky and raining here. It stormed last night where you are, Tracy. You're in western Oklahoma. Yeah, well, I guess we're getting what you got maybe. Hey Samantha. All right, and I know I missed a whole bunch of comments there. They kind of popped up really fast. So, well, what I thought I would do today since it's raining and we can't go anywhere, and I'm just now getting ready. I've been taking it easy this morning. I thought I would pull out my pigments because you guys know that this is the very last month you can purchase the pigments. As of July 31st, that's the last day. So you've got between now and July 31st. After July 31st, you cannot get them ever again, unless you find a presenter that's got them. But they're going to be gone completely, so it's very bittersweet because I know we'll do something amazing in place of them, I would suspect. But the pigments, as you guys know, these are my babies. This is what I built my Younique business on. This is like, if you watched my earlier videos, like every single video I ever made was the pigments. I love, and to this day, love the pigments. I use the palettes a lot, as you guys know, because they're super convenient. But the pigments are just, they're my baby, and it's like, it just really does make me sad. But so I thought I would pull out some of my old favorites, and I haven't done a video using some of these in a really long time. So I thought, what better day than today while it's rainy and I'm just kind of here in the house. So I'm going to grab Sexy. Where's Angie? Angie, tag your sister. I'm going to also, we're going to do Confident, which is one of my absolute all-time pigment favorites right here. I'm going to do Adorable. That's going to be my transition color. And then I'm going to do Infatuated. And Infatuated is a dark matte brown. So those are the 4 colors we're going to use. And for those of you guys, hey Leslie, hey Danielle, for those of you guys that don't know this, our kudos this month is to purchase 6 of the pigments. I believe it's $59 and you get a free liner shader brush, which I use every single day. That's how I apply my liner. So that's a pretty good deal. It's a 36% savings, and some of the colors are already sold out. I'll put my website below, or somebody do me a favor and type in www.bettermascara.com if you guys don't care. Somebody do that for me, and that way the link is below. I would muchly appreciate it. Hey, Destiny. And that is where you can go and you can just click on shop and look at the pigments to see what is still available, because they are selling pretty quickly. So I'm going to go ahead. I've got my goody oldie brush here and I'm grabbing some Sexy. As you guys can see, I've already got some in my lid. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate you for doing that. I don't know if you can pin that to the top or not. I actually don't even know how to do that, but I know sometimes you can. I may have to be doing this from a business page to pin it, but if you can, do that for me if you don't care, and if not, it's probably because it won't let you. Happy 4th, Destiny. So, oh, that rain is really coming down. All right, so I'm just grabbing Sexy, and I'm going to put it right underneath my brow. You guys can see where I'm placing that. I'm just kind of putting it back and forth. Sexy is, okay, thank you, Amy. You might have to tell me how to do that. I've tried to figure out how to do that before, and I didn't know how. So I will look to see how to do that. Thank you. All right, so I'm putting that on the inner corner of my eye as well. I have really dark areas on the inner corners. This whole inside, I'm just more hollow on the inside of my eyes. So I have to put something light there to lighten and brighten that up. Otherwise, I just have, the light falls and hits me there and I have really dark shadows. Thank you, Amy. I would appreciate that. Greatly appreciate it. All right, so just doing Sexy right there as my highlighter color, okay? That is one of, probably one of our top sellers. Believe it or not, that one is not sold out. I checked last night, unless it is this morning. I looked last night because I've got somebody wanting some, and it was not sold out as of last night. Happy 4th, Nikki from Wales. Oh, and it's sunny there. Well, maybe the sun will come out here. It is, I wish you guys could hear the rain. It's really coming down good. All right, so yeah, so Sexy's not sold out yet, but I can guarantee you that will be one that sells out because that is one of our top sellers. It is just the perfect highlighter color. You can highlight here. You can do so much with it. Hey, Missy. All right, so I'm just gonna grab my deluxe brush. This one is from Younique. Hey, Shane. And I'm going to apply Adorble pigment, and you guys can hear me tapping it out of my lid. I've got my pigment already in my lid. So I just rub my brush and then I tap off any excess. That's going to help with the fallout. And I'm just going to apply this color right to the lid. So if you can see that, Adorble is a really light, neutral, but it's got a shimmer to it, but it's not a heavy shimmer. It's we've got some that are more shimmery than others. This is sort of a mid shimmer. So for those of you that want just a little bit of shimmer but not a lot, this is a really good color for you. And you know what? I did not mean to put that on my lid. Huh, I forgot what I was doing. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put it on my lid. Actually, Confident's going on my lid. So let's switch gears for a minute. I forgot what I was doing. Let me grab. Okay, this was going to be my transition color, which I can still do it as my transition color. So what we really want to do is go in the crease. So I switched out my brush. I have one of my Morphe brushes, and this is what I use. It's one of my transition color brushes. So I'm going to pop that right into my crease color, or my crease area, and I'm coming up on my brow bone. And so it's totally fine that I've already got that on my lid because Confident will cover it right up because Confident is darker. So that's no problem. Hey, Jean. Hey, Amy. So right there, and you guys can see focusing right onto my crease. And I'm just going back and forth. And I come up about this high onto my brow bone area. Looked like a yummy mummy, Catherine. How funny. Which look was it? Let's see. What did I do Friday evening? I can't even remember. The natural, the more natural look. Oh, that's funny. A yummy mummy. I love it. I love it. Well, you know, I don't do a lot of like this look is super simple, and this look is a really good everyday look. But a few of you asked me to do a look that was not a smoky eye because a lot of people have issues or trouble. Thank you, Jean. You're so sweet. Thank you. So are you. Yeah, I think you're amazing. A lot of people have trouble doing a smoky eye. It's a little bit of a struggle for them. So with this look today, I will be putting Infatuated. to kind of smoke it out. But if you guys don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can just do the sexy color that I did for my highlight. Then you can do Adorble in your crease area as your transition color, and you guys can see exactly where I put the transition. I just focus by pushing my brush into my crease above my eyeball and then bringing the brush up this high, okay? That's how I do my crease. And for those of you that have hooded eyes, you do the same thing, because when you open your eyes, you want to be able to see the color up here. You don't want all of your color hidden in your crease. And that's a mistake that a lot of people make. So it's good to kind of apply your eyeshadow with your eye open as much as possible so that you can see what you're doing and you can see how it's going to look when your eyes are actually open looking at somebody. But what I was saying is that if you don't want to do Infatuated in your crease area at the end to smoke it out, you can just leave that part off. So you can have a really good, pretty everyday look and just keep that darker crease color out if you don't want to use it. Hey, Kelly. Oh, my lips. Oh, you guys. So I'm wearing, this is actually what I wore yesterday too. So I'm wearing Stellar Splash. I know a bunch of you, especially if you're in my VIP group, you guys picked up Stellar Splash last month. This is one of my absolute favorite colors of all time ever. I will tell you guys, I have probably purchased 6 or 7, maybe 8 different nude colors from ColourPop, because I like a lot of ColourPop stuff too. And I never could get like that just right, perfect color. We've got Well-To-Do lipstick, which I really, really love. But there's just this perfect nude that I wanted, and it gives it to me. It gives it to me. So I mixed it with Victoria's Splurge Cream Shadow because it is darker on by itself. So I did mix just a little bit of Victoria's Splurge to kind of lighten it up. I know some of you guys that got Stellar from me, it's so funny with the different skin tones, it sort of turns mauve on some of you, which I think is still a really pretty color. On me, it's more brown. So keep in mind that it can pull mauve depending on your skin tone, but it's still a really gorgeous color and it's a great neutral. And then you can always mix it with that Victoria's if you want to, or one of your other favorite matte splurges. But this is by far one of my favorite lip colors. I absolutely love it. So that goes everywhere with me in my makeup bag. Okay, so we are now going to I'm going to grab my deluxe brush. This is what I meant to do with it a minute ago. I'm going to grab Confident. You have it, Kelly? Well, if you have it, I don't know if you've worn it. I don't know what you're waiting for if you haven't worn it. You have to wear it. It is such a gorgeous color. I get so many compliments because it is just the best color ever. Hey, Beverly. Okay, so I'm taking Confident, which if you guys have, Confident is also one of our top sellers of our pigment colors. This is this is an all-time favorite right here for pretty much all of my customers that have been with me from the beginning purchasing the pigment colors. It is a bronzy gold, kind of got a little bit of copper in it maybe. It is the perfect summer color. It's the perfect really year-round color, but it's the perfect neutral color. It looks great on everybody. I'm actually applying it dry, but you know what? I think I want to apply it wet because I really want a little bit more of a pop. So I actually have my glass of water beside me. I'm out of rose water. Well, I'm not completely out. I have a little bit, but I'm saving it for emergency situations. So I have just got my brush wet, and then I blotted it off onto an old washcloth. I've got some Confident right here in my lid. Yes, Kelly, try it with Victoria's and see what you think. And just do a little bit, and I leave the middle of my lip open. I put Victoria's there, and then I smear it around with my finger, and then I get my lip brush to kind of blend it in really well. Hey, Tasha, how are you? I haven't seen you in forever. Okay, so watch the difference, guys. That was dry, okay? Now I have a damp brush. Look at the difference immediately. If you want any color to pop, you get your brush damp. Rose water truly does work best. It makes your color pop even more than water does. But if you don't have the rose water and you're not planning on getting it, then you can definitely use tap water and it works great. So see how that is super pretty. It's such a gorgeous color. It's one of my favorites. We have some colors close to this in the palettes, but not, hey Lainey, not exact. So Swanky would probably be the closest one to this in Addiction Palette 1. And I wear Swanky a lot. But this has just a little different coloring to it. There's nothing like this color. So if you guys are planning on getting the pigments, you probably want to get a couple of these. And by the way, if you haven't ever used the pigments, they last a really long time. For those of you that are on here that have used them, tell me if I'm not right about that. I have some customers. I talked to one customer the other day. She ordered 4 more, and she's had hers for, it was over like a year and a half or something. She's had them forever. They last so long. Hey, Elizabeth. Who else got on? Hey, Carlene. Hey, Miranda. Lainey, did I say hi to you? I think I did. Hey, Dana. How are you feeling, Lainey? How's the baby, Dana? I still call her a baby. Okay, so I'm going to actually kind of let that dry for just a minute since I applied it. Yes, Amy. Amy is also a pigment connoisseur. We used to do, a group of us would do like, we would dare each other to do looks, and we would find Pinterest pictures and we would recreate them. And that's when I got really brave with trying out all these different colors and everything. You didn't realize it was so shimmery when wet? Oh, yes, it makes all the difference. Let me come in close. Huge difference when you apply it wet. Big, big difference. Any of our eyeshadow colors, if you really want that bold pop, just damp, get your brush damp. Don't get it dripping wet. Like I said, I've got my glass of water, so I just put my brush in there like this. And then I've got an old washcloth I keep. I just use a black washcloth. And you just kind of get the excess water off. And then you rub your brush into the top of your lid. I actually have a video on YouTube showing you guys kind of the consistency that it gives you, but it just makes it like a paste. And then you just apply it on. The cool thing about the pigments too is once it dries back into powder form, but you still get to keep that deeper pop of a color. So they're really diverse. You can do a lot of different things with them. Is it palette 2, Miranda? I was thinking Swanky and palette 1 was close to that. Let me look. Palette 2. Tell me which one you're thinking in palette 2. See, I think, to me, palette 1, Swanky, this one right here, is the closest. That's what I'm thinking. It's very close. They're very, very similar. But I'll tell you guys, with the palettes, you can do your brush damp if you want to with the palettes, but I don't like how it sort of mattifies it it sort of presses it down. I don't like how it makes it in my palette, kind of gets it yucky. So if you do that, just be careful. Another thing you could do is actually take something and scrape a little bit of color out of your palette and then create a paste separately from your palette. I don't like to rub a wet brush into my palette. I don't like what that does. The only one I do that with is with Irate from Addiction Palette 3 because that's what I do my liner with. So that's pretty much all I use that for. So I don't mind to do it with that. Yeah, Miranda, I think the one you're probably talking about in 2 would be Blissful, but it's more kind of it's definitely lighter than Confident is. But they are in the same kind of color class, but Swanky is probably going to be your closest. Okay, so now I've let that dry for a few minutes while I've been talking to you guys. Yeah, and so let me stop right here and say you can take, if you apply it wet, obviously I have areas that need to be blended. If you're not going to do this last color, which is Infatuated, into your crease, make sure you get a good fluffy brush and you just blend out any harsh edges and you can stop right there. You don't have to do this darker color to give it a smokier look. But I'm going to, so you can definitely do whatever you want to do. I'm grabbing Infatuated, which is a very deep chocolate brown. It's matte. And I'm grabbing my crease brush. And so I'm going to, if I can see what I'm doing here, put it right in and do the outer V of my crease. And I'm doing this one dry. And I think I'm probably going to keep it dry. Let's see if it's going to give me the depth that I want. I think it will, yeah, because I don't want a super dark smoky eye. I mean, this is more of an everyday smoky eye. So if you ever want to do that, you don't have to do black or something quite so dark. This color looks, I don't know how you can see it on camera. I mean, it's pretty dark. It's the darkest brown that we have. Terry, I can't wait to see you either. I'm so excited. I am so excited to go to New Orleans. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. When they announced it last year, I literally cried with excitement New Orleans is never a place I've ever wanted to go. Not really. But when they announced it and I knew that I would get to go and probably would never have chosen to go there on my own, it really excited me because I love history. So I'm very excited to see like the above ground cemeteries. I want to, of course, eat the food. I want to learn more about the city. I love the history part of it. I'm super excited about the history part of it. And then, of course, I'll have to go down Bourbon Street and all that stuff. But my clothes will remain intact. There's no telling what I will see out there. I'm just a little Southern girl. So I will have quite a culture shock, I'm sure. Okay, so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm taking that right here and I'm just creating that smokier look with this color. Okay. So that just kind of gives me some depth there. It's not super dark, and actually I'm happy with that. I don't want it to be super dark. If I wanted to go darker, I could grab, if you guys have Corrupted Pigment, which is a matte black, you can use that. You can also use Forthright or Zealous from Addiction Palette 1. You can use Cocky from Addiction Palette 2. We have lots of dark colors, darker colors in our palettes. But this is the darkest pigment color we have as far as a brown goes. Okay? So I'm going to do that. Now the only other thing I want to do, since when I kind of put that on, I blended some of my, I hope that lighting is okay for you guys. I blended some of my Confident away, so that's an easy fix. I'm just going to tap a tiny bit more on my lid. My brush is still damp from earlier, and I'm just going to pop it right back, really focusing on the center. See right there, if you keep it and concentrate it more above the pupil, that's where the light hits, and it's just really pretty. When you turn your head, because you know we walk around like this all the time. So just popping it right back there. And it is gorgeous, beautiful. And if you got any, I feel like I'm a little dark here because I think I kind of blended some right there. So I'm just taking my first old brush with Sexy on it, and I'm just getting some of that light. Just kind of blending that out right there to make sure that stays nice and light on the inner corners. Hey Sissy, hey Brandon. It was so good to see you guys last night. I can't believe I ran into all of you at once after saying that I never run into anybody. Okay, so now I am going to grab Addiction Palette 3. Where is my brush? I'm going to use my liner shader brush. You guys, this is the brush that comes free with your Kudos deal this month. And this is what I use every single day. I use the liner end to apply my liner with. And I'm going to get it wet. And I'm going to use this one as usual, Irate from Palette 3. If you have Magnificent Splurge Cream Shadow, that one works amazing as well. It's really great. It's our matte black Splurge Cream Shadow, and it makes a great liner as well. I'm trying to see what I'm doing here. I'm so far away from the mirror. But the liner shader brush is a wonderful brush. I have several of these because I have them designated for dark colors, light colors, and this is the one that I use only for my liner. Even though I could still use this end for shadow, I usually don't because my liner end stays black and I always get it all over my hand. So this one I pretty much just use for my liner. And I love it. I don't know what I would do without it. So that's a pretty good deal. I think this brush by itself is either $15 or $18. 15 maybe. And so you're getting it free with the Kudos deal and all of the amazing pigments. I'll tell you guys, everybody right now will want to get Confident and you'll want to get Sexy. Those are the two top sellers and they're not sold out. Those are two that you want. And then I think you guys should get some fun colors. I have got videos on YouTube using Heartbroken, which is a really gorgeous shimmery red. It terrifies most people that see it. It is so pretty on. Allstruck is a gorgeous blue. Crushed, I don't know if Crushed is sold out or not. I'd have to look. Crushed is a matte green. It's beautiful. Regal is a shimmery purple. One of my favorites. Glamorous, I bought several of. It's one of my very favorite. I did, Amy, just for you. Glamorous is a matte plum. Those are just some of my favorites. Daring is another gorgeous one. It's very close to Confident. It's just a little bit darker than Confident is. Hey, Elizabeth. Crushed is sold out in the UK. Thank you. I don't know if it is in the US. It may possibly be. I did a screenshot yesterday, I believe, and I don't remember if that was one of them or not. I'd have to go back and look and see. All right, so I'm just going to quickly apply my mascara, and then I am done. Obviously, this look does not take near as long, but I was chatting, so you guys can see, though, it's still a great everyday look. You don't have to do the Infatuated at the end if you don't want to, if you want to keep it a little bit more on the light side. How are you, Elizabeth? I am almost out of fibers. I use my mascara until it dies. And look at my fibers. They're almost gone. I'm like using every last fiber in my tube. All right. So a light coat on that, and I think it stopped raining, so I think it's gotten bright enough that I can, hey Rachel, there's my sweet Rachel. I think I can do a quick photo. I think I have good enough light probably now that it stopped raining to just snap a quick photo and I'll post it in the comments below and show you guys the completed look. But again, this is for everyone, every hair color. I always poke myself in the eye. Every skin color. Oh yes, I love, love, love the camping. Yes. We have enjoyed it so much, and we have been having major withdrawals because we are not going this weekend or next weekend, but the next. So it is way overdue time. Way overdue. All right, so a little bit of fibers, and you guys have seen me do this a zillion times over the past over 3 years, but it's always gel fibers on each eye. Do gel and then fibers, and then move over to your other eye and do gel and then fibers. And then, well, hello, hubby. You're probably wanting me to get off here, aren't you? He's being so good, watching the boys for me. I can sit here and say all the sweet things about you so you won't make me get off so quick. He is a huge help, you guys. You guys always ask me, how do I do it all? It is because of him. He is a huge help. He delivers makeup for me. He watches the boys while I need to get stuff done. He is a huge, huge help with my business. That is no lie. All right, so I'm going back to each eye with some gel. And I am just doing one coat today. I do 2 coats occasionally, but I'm just keeping it at 1 today. Since we're not doing anything, it's not a date night or anything. Well, we are having dinner with friends. Got a little bit on my eye. All right, so I'm just gonna do, what is that face for? A little bit of gel on my lower lashes. You guys can do fibers on your lower lashes if you wish. Gotta get the hair out of the way. I just do a little bit of gel. I've tried the fibers on the lower lashes and I don't really like that on me, but it looks great on some girls. Just not me, I'm keeping it simple. Thank you. Is it Tamsin? Is that how I say your name? Thanks, Tamsin. Okay, so that's easy. I know the lighting's kind of wacky today, so I will post a picture showing you guys the completed look. I'm going to fix my lashes a little bit when I get the phone out of my face, and I hope you guys have a very happy 4th. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to share, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.